We have always said it is about the children. It's not just about me. Never just made it about me. I'm just the loudest one.
Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff.
Oprah Winfrey, just the mention of her name evokes a sense of authority, trust, and empathy. For decades, she was America's beloved talk show host, a figure who could make you laugh, cry, and reflect, often all within the span of a single episode. Her influence was unmatched. A single endorsement could send a product flying off shelves, and her book club had the power to transform unknown authors into literary sensations overnight. But what happens when the woman long celebrated as the epitome of positivity and light suddenly finds herself entangled in controversy? What happens when the Queen of Media retreats from the spotlight, dodging questions that even the FBI is eager to have answered?
Now, to the latest on the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs. This one has so many people talking. The disgraced music mogul facing federal racketeering, conspiracy, and sex trafficking charges. Both the prosecution and defense teams are set to discuss the next phase of action following the indictment, as investigators work to determine potential co-conspirators. But how exactly did we get here?
It reads like a plot straight out of a Hollywood thriller, but it's unfolding in real time, and it's all anyone can talk about. Oprah Winfrey, the same woman who once gave away cars on live television, is now mysteriously on the run. Her sudden disappearance has set off a frenzy of speculation and wild rumors. The same Oprah who urged America to live their best lives is now living in the shadows, far from the reach of law enforcement. The big question everyone's asking: why? Why would someone of Oprah's immense stature feel the need to disappear? What secrets might lie beneath that flawless, carefully crafted public persona?
Telling you right now, a lot of people don't want to get it. There's enough of you to do something, anything. And there's so many of you able to get.
Let's peel back the layers and take a closer look at what's really happening. First, there's the timing of Oprah Winfrey's disappearance, which seems far too convenient to ignore. The buzz surrounding her sudden vanishing comes just as the entertainment world is reeling from the arrest of none other than Sean Diddy Combs, yes, the same Diddy who's been a dominant force in the music industry for decades. His recent arrest has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, but what's even more shocking is the way Oprah's name keeps surfacing in connection with his legal troubles. We're not talking about mere celebrity gossip here. These are serious accusations. There are growing whispers, and they're growing louder, suggesting that Oprah might be tangled up in some very shady dealings that Diddy's arrest has brought into the spotlight. Here's what we know so far. Diddy was taken into federal custody, charged with some of the most jaw-dropping crimes imaginable. And just as the news of his arrest broke, Oprah quietly slipped off the grid, fueling rumors that she may have left the country altogether. According to insiders, the FBI is very interested in speaking with her, and not for an exclusive interview. Reports are surfacing that Oprah could be linked to some of the same illegal activities Diddy is facing accusations of. While details are scarce and the situation remains shrouded in secrecy, the fact that Oprah has seemingly gone off the radar is only raising more questions than it's answering.
Thought Diddy would be throwing all his celebrity mates under the bus.
I mean, that could potentially be coming when it's time for court and when it's time for him to testify. But what we're seeing right now is how important public relations really are to Sean Combs. He's desperately trying to control the narrative behind bars, allowing his attorneys to do documentaries.
Now, let's delve into what's really happening behind the scenes. Legal experts are pointing out that it's highly unusual for someone of Oprah Winfrey's stature to disappear without making an official statement. Typically, if a celebrity of her caliber were facing serious allegations, they'd have an army of publicists working overtime to control the narrative and smooth things over. But in this case, silence. And that silence speaks volumes. Some sources claim that Oprah's legal team is scrambling behind the scenes, trying to downplay the situation, but the fact that she's apparently fled the country is not the move of someone with nothing to hide. It's the move of someone trying to stay one step ahead, someone who's preparing for what's coming next. The connection between Diddy's arrest and Oprah's sudden disappearance is fueling the growing speculation. Diddy's legal troubles are nothing short of explosive, with charges so shocking that they've already rattled the entertainment world. Leaked evidence has revealed not just his alleged crimes, but connections to other high-profile figures in the industry who are now scrambling to cover their tracks. It's like a domino effect. One person falls, and suddenly, a whole network of secrets starts to unravel. And in this case, Oprah's closet could be far bigger and more troubling than anyone ever imagined.
Just to tell the truth, so hopefully we can get down to the bottom of this. I'm 100%, the charges against me are 100% false, and hopefully due to time, we'll start to...
Let's not forget, Diddy has been in the public eye for decades. He's built his entire persona on a flashy lifestyle. Lavish parties, high-profile connections, and an endless network of A-list names in Hollywood. But what if those connections were never just about music deals or red carpet appearances? What if, behind the scenes, there's a much darker side to Diddy's world? One that involves people like Oprah. Could it be that Diddy's arrest has acted as a catalyst, opening the floodgates to a much larger web of intrigue? And now, everyone who's ever been in his orbit, those who've worked with him, parted with him or been part of his empire, are scrambling to cover their tracks before their own skeletons come tumbling out?
But if there is one, can you read between the lines? There's a call from the prisons. Someone thinks that they have a green light on us that they don't even know what they're talking about.
If that sounds far-fetched, consider this. Diddy's arrest didn't just happen overnight. It's been building for months, fueled by whispers about incriminating videos and insider testimonies that could take down more than one high-profile figure. And guess whose name keeps getting dragged into the mix? That's right, Oprah. There's growing speculation that some of the key evidence in Diddy's case involved footage that Oprah allegedly purchased for an astronomical sum, millions of dollars. But here's the kicker. No one knows exactly why she would buy these tapes or what's on them. All anyone knows is that the rumor mill is churning at full speed, and the deeper people dig, the more questions they uncover. The mystery surrounding Oprah's involvement is only intensifying, and it's raising more eyebrows with every new development.
Have y'all spoke after this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't have anything against Oprah.
You just called her
I'm gonna tell you why.
You named your dog Oprah, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
And then there's the celebrity angle. People like 50 Cent, who's never been shy about voicing his opinions, are only adding fuel to the fire. He's had a long-running feud with Diddy, but now he's turning his attention to Oprah, dropping hints that there's a lot more happening behind the scenes than anyone realizes. In fact, 50 even joked about paying top dollar to get his hands on the tapes that allegedly exist, tapes linked to Diddy's case and to Oprah. It's the kind of comment that makes you wonder, what does he know? Why is he so certain that Oprah, of all people, is involved? But it's not just 50 Cent. Other celebrities have also come forward with less than flattering things to say about Oprah. Take comedian Dave Chappelle, for example. He's spoken in the past about the darker, more secretive side of Hollywood, the kind of secrets that everyone knows but no one talks about. While he hasn't directly accused Oprah of anything, his comments have raised eyebrows, especially when he alluded to powerful figures in the entertainment industry who used their influence to escape consequences the rest of us could never imagine. Could Oprah be one of those figures? It's hard to say for sure, but the fact that her name keeps resurfacing in these conversations is only adding to the intrigue.
You have a couple of pets as well, a dog and a cat with interesting names, to say the least.
That's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay.
Then there's Rose McGowan, who's built her career on calling out the hypocrisy in Hollywood. She's been outspoken about Oprah for years, accusing her of being just as fake as the system she claims to challenge. Rose has highlighted Oprah's past associations with controversial figures like Harvey Weinstein and Russell Simmons, both of whom have faced serious allegations of misconduct. McGowan's take? Oprah has always been about supporting a power structure that benefits her, no matter who gets hurt along the way. It's a damning accusation, especially coming from someone like Rose, who's never been afraid to speak her truth. All of this paints a portrait of Oprah that's much darker and more complex than the one we've seen on our TV screens for decades. The Oprah we're familiar with is the warm, generous woman who gives away cars and tells us to live our best lives. But the Oprah emerging from these rumors is someone who might be far more skilled at concealing her true nature behind a perfectly curated public image. The fact that so many people are stepping forward with stories that don't align with the Oprah we thought we knew is forcing people to pay attention. It's making us question whether the kind, inspiring figure we've admired for so long is hiding something far more troubling beneath the surface.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that because people in the shoe have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there...
That said, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We're still dealing with a lot of rumors and speculation. No one has come forward with a smoking gun that definitively links Oprah to anything illegal. But as the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. And right now, there's a lot of smoke swirling around Oprah. The fact that she's gone underground, staying out of the spotlight at a time when her name is being dragged into one of the biggest celebrity scandals in recent memory, doesn't exactly suggest someone who has nothing to worry about. To make matters even more complicated, there's Oprah's network of connections. For years, she's been close to some of the most powerful figures in Hollywood. Her friendships with influential moguls, producers, and celebrities have been well documented. Many of these individuals are now being scrutinized in connection to the very same controversies that have landed Diddy in legal hot water. The question is, how deep do these ties go? And what role, if any, does Oprah play in the power dynamics of Hollywood that many are now starting to question?